Last time I talked about events very disturbing, so disturbing and real that I might have stolen people's night of sleep. But what you're about to see could be worse than a disturbing video. Maybe not to be scared about. It can get you depressed, sad, and get you thinking about animals and maybe challenge the way you see animals. For as long as I can remember, it has been said that the dog is the best friend of the human. Some confident cat lovers might feel discriminated, but note that that's not my intention at all. I know they will have their own and so valid opinion about the matter, but beyond those two species it is well known that there are animals superior intelligence, so much that even although in an archaic way they have been able to use the language to communicate with us. First, we had Coco the gorilla, that developed the knowledge of no less than 1,000 words of American Sign Language when she was a year old. That has allowed her to be the first animal of being able to communicate in a way with human beings that no other animal has seen before. It is a shame that things like this are not being talked about in the television. Coco has a pet, and people who has followed the story up close were saddened terribly when a car ran her over in an accident. When the news got to Coco's ear, we see Coco crying with unambiguous anguish. We also know how close she was to Robin Williams. We know what the fate of our beloved actor was. It was also another pill hard to swallow to our dear gorilla. She was devastated when she heard that he died. Besides all this, we learned that Coco could express coherent thoughts. I'll show you the message she has for humanity and the insight of how she views the world. After knowing all that, we know that Coco died in her sleep during the morning of June 19 of 2018 at the Gorilla Foundation Preserve in Woodside, California, at the age of 46. All this allowed us to see the depth that the mind of animal can reach and the feelings that they can express. However, what I'm talking about and what happened in 2007 with Alex the parrot is something unheard of. It revolutionized the world of animal psychology. If the Coco thing surprised you, wait until you see this beautiful story. Alex was a well-known African parrot for being very intelligent. He was born in the year 1976, and since he was adopted by the animal psychologist Irene Pepperberg, Alex never seems to impress people so much that the science department of the University of Arizona and later on the University of Harvard and Brandeis University funded huge studies that yielded incredible results. Alex got to memorize not only 100 words but also to understand the meaning of large numbers to them and to pronounce them in order to get understanding what he wanted. It was natural to see that Alex the parrot would ask for bananas or cherries, his two favorite fruits. A legendary anecdote was when Alex had to be taken to the vet. When Dr. Pepper was going away from the parrot, Alex would say, "Come here, I love you, I want to go home." The sign and intelligence that had went remarkably well documented, Alex was known as one of the smartest animals ever, studied by science, and silenced countless number of scientists who they saw his theorems exterminated and repeated every science book. This animal could not just understand addition, it could also vocalize and reason by communicating. Alex simply understood concepts like less and more, bigger and smaller. He knew basic numbers, addition, subtraction. He understood also the concept of zero. And when he got tired of the test, he would declare, "I am leaving," and would simply leave the table. The above said must be seasoned with the fact that also Alex was able of saying goodbye, and I repeat, it was just not a parrot repeating a phrase. Instead, he was using his extraordinary muscle of memory. He understood saying things like tomorrow or I'll see you later. This coming from an animal is amazing. However, the most extraordinary test, not only of intelligence but something else important, and that many people that is always done in animals does not realize. Alex shows us his spirit. Alex, the last day of his life, at age 31, the parrot was very sick. That come to surprise to many scientists. The vet was more than clear that Alex wasn't going to survive the night. So in that point, there was nothing but leave him alone to rest in peace. He spent time with the person he loved the most, and that same person loved him the most as well. Dr. Pepperbear was astonished as Alex, in his extraordinary way, understanding every word he used. In its resting place, the bird showed a turn that he has never used. He told Irene his last words. The following words were, "You be good, I love you, and I see you tomorrow." If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos. Support my social media by giving me like on Facebook and follow me on Twitter and Instagram to stay in touch with you guys. This was Serpas, and he has talked to you, and I wish you good night.